gentlemen, you have waited all week. Now it's time. Hold on tight. The All Things BMX show is coming to you live from Heartland, Michigan. Melissa, Marie, Paul, Chris, and Justin are bringing another legendary BMX guest to the airwaves. Riders ready. Watch the lights.
They don't have any. They have no faith. None.
No faith.
Hey, but we got
I'm
faith
telling
racing
you.
here, man.
Doggers.
Welcome to the All Things BMX show. This is episode 61. Someone is getting Mangler tonight. We got our special guest joining us this evening, George the Mangler Andrews. And along with him, we've got Dustin Jacobs from Beyond the Gate with Dustin and Nate. It's an action-packed show. Our guests are going to be joining us, as always, on the Mighty Mo's BMX Cruise video line. Have we been banned yet? Nope, we're good.
Not yet.
All right, tonight's BMX Showcase is sponsored by Answer BMX, and we're presenting Roxanne Collins, better known as BMX Rocks. She's got a whole bunch of stuff for us to go over, and she was also down at Marysville taking some awesome pictures for their season opener. So we're excited to get into the showcase this evening. Our newsmaker is brought to you by Faith BMX, and it's going to be another recap with Haley the Hare Kanida from the Sunshine State, reporting to you guys on their state race. Really excited. And somebody said we're really quiet all of a sudden, so let me check the volume levels. Really excited to have her on, and we're looking forward to that. And as always, we have the world famous Melissa trivia segment brought to you brought to you by our friends over at Ray's MTB.
Maybe in my own head.
Well, BMX world.
Yeah.
How about
Yes.
in the BMX world? it's
Yeah,
famous.
man.
Wide world.
And as always, we have the Chris Beer birthday segment, which is, this week's story is brought to you by he wrestled an alligator. He thought it was an alligator. It just actually was my old neighbor in Durand.
Oh, boy.
The show's opener is brought to you by the good people at Gate 9.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
That's
Who
just
knew?
amazing.
There's so much I could talk about Gate 9. They're petting zoo, but they're not letting kids in anymore, and it's not because of COVID. It's because of a rash outbreak that you need Tux to take care of. Chris, let them know where they can listen to the show and watch the show.
All right. Again, thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. We appreciate you spending your Wednesday evening with us. Our live stream is you can find on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. It is sponsored by our friends On Two Wheels BMX. Check them out at your next national you're attending. They're usually vending there. You can also check out our podcast version of our show. It is anywhere you get your podcast from. Just search All Things BMX Show. You should be able to find it. That is sponsored by our good friend Mr. Joe Doherty and his podcast, BMX in Our Blood podcast show. So you can go check that out. Again, make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff. Get our numbers up there for us. And if you have anything you want to share with the show, please give us an email or text the show directly. Email allthingsbmxshow@gmail.com. All right, Justin, where are we going?
Well, as we like to say, thanks again for joining us this week. We had a fun weekend down there in Marysville that we'll be talking about again. Awesome. Before we welcome our guests in, though, we'd like to take a second and make sure that, look, you guys want the best in your wheels. Of course you do. You want to win those races. You want to be like Team Mangler.
Yep.
Because they're sponsored by Carbone Cartel also. And you want to be like our good friend, Pat, who just got his set. Well, his set are on the way. So, Pat, I'll have the tracking number for you tomorrow. But you want to be like those top pros, Zach Van Kamen, Tyler Klumper, and Andre LaCroix. Make sure you get over and you guys get yourself a set of those Carbone Cartel wheels. And we'll be right back after we listen to our friends at T-Bone BMX. All right.
Right. So get yourself a set of those T-Bone carbon fiber carbon cartel rims. Thank you, T-Bone BMX, for sponsoring the show. And at this time, we're going to welcome in our friend, Mr. George Andrews from Team Mangler. George, how are we doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing great. All I got to do is be able to talk, which is the whole purpose of doing this. And I'm not doing
live
well.
show talk must happen.
Right. All right. So, yeah, no, I'm good. So let's make sure everybody gets in the chat. Let us know where you're at, where you're listening, watching from. If you have any questions for George, I think Dustin's going to jump in here in a few minutes. So if you guys have any questions for those guys, make sure you do that. Listener participation is appreciated. And so, George, we're going to start out with how. Boy, I really can't.
What, when, where, why, how?
Yeah.
Let's take
How
two.
did you
Take
get-
two. Hold on. Take two. Ready?
Go. Yeah. George, thanks for joining us.
Just play the intro again,
how
Justin.
did-
Come on.
Fuck it. We're starting over.
Yeah, just play the intro.
Well, if you have a simple one,
Ladies
I'll
and
step in on you.
gentlemen.
Oh my goodness.
The sober one.
Yeah, no doubt. Right, I'm the one messing up. So, how did you find BMX racing? How did you get started?
I started in 1985. Both of my parents were kind of motorcycle enthusiasts. My dad was kind of heavily into Harleys. And they had some friends that raced out at Rockford BMX in Searles Park, and took me out there, and kind of the rest was history from there. I won my first race as a 5 novice, and yeah, it was kind of one of those things where it was exciting, and BMX back then was booming. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you remember what your first bike was you had?
it was a Kent. Yeah, it was a department store Kent.
Aw.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's where we all usually started, with a department store bike of some kind or another.
What the hell is a Kent?
It was like. Go ahead.
It would be like today's Walmart version of gosh, what are
Like
Kent
a-
is actually even still sold in Walmart, I believe. So
Like a Huffy?
like a Huffy or a
yeah, kind of similar to like a Huffy.
Schwinn.
So
Kmart.
They sell them at Kmart's?
They were sold at Kmart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know where the bike came from, to be honest with you. I'd have to ask my mom.
We didn't introduce Damon.
Oh, well.
I never get it.
the
We're not-
voice from the corner.
So, George, it's a very special evening. We have Damon in the studio with you this evening. He's our resident DJ because Paul's too goddamn good for us to drive out here. So you did meet Paul before the show started. He just randomly will start yelling at time to time because he's in the Zoom room. He's our sound guy. He couldn't make it out. He had an appointment this evening. Something about a probe or something. I'm not real sure. I thought it was something, and he couldn't make it out.
A
so
probe.
we appreciate Damon for coming in
Poor
and setting
Paul.
in with us.
They did say you should get checked, though.
God, I wish there was a way I could
They
permanently
did
mute
say you should get checked. Sorry.
it. Welcome to the show, George. All
Sure,
right.
leaning back so much, Paul.
Yeah, that's why. So the big question I've got for you, man, where'd the name come from?
Oh, good question.
Yeah. When I was 10 years old, I was going through bike parts, breaking them, bending them at a rapid pace. And I had jumped a set of triples at Rockford that year, and I had completely tacoed my rear wheel on my cruiser. And we had got back home, and my dad had said, you know what, I'm tired of you mangling your parts. And from there, the name just stuck, and we kind of introduced it at a race in Topeka, Kansas, and Jim Riley was the famous announcer, was on the mic then. And it was just kind of, fate from that day on that was going to be my nickname.
That's awesome.
What an awesome story.
That is cool. So when did the team start?
The team started 3 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
My mom and I have spent, obviously decades in the sport and having, raced for Haro for quite many years and some other, big factory teams. We kind of just decided to take that knowledge that we had and really tried to give back to BMX in a way that we knew how, and that was kind of creating our own team and our own programs that were really supported by some great sponsors and some great families as well. So
That's cool.
All right. That is cool stuff.
Was that so 3 years ago? Man, that was Toledo. You know, but like the Toledo National here and all. Well, no, here no.
3 years ago,
Toledo didn't they have a national? Because I thought
last year they did.
They did, but I thought it was 3 years ago.
Or 2 years
Was
ago.
that like your first year?
yeah, that was really like our first full year that year.
Okay.
We had started the fall the year before in October, kind of had some jerseys made for the Grands, and then that was our first full year as just running a team. We weren't really a factory team at that point, but just kind of running a team and trying to get some exposure and get to the races and get the name out there again.
So I actually remember seeing your tents.
Yeah.
You're kind of behind. Well, I think it's where the Strider track would be now, but it's like
Yep.
that. You were in right over there, and I was like, "What the heck? Who is that? And what are they?" Because it looked like you had the signature on the top of the tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've kind of gone away from the signature just to kind of create a different logo for the brand in general. So that way it's a little bit more clear as to what it says and what it represents.
Nice.
Got to have a legible logo.
There, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is in that little picture. That's what I remember that sticking out.
Yeah.
Hey, made an impact. I was
Yeah.
like, huh? Well, I'm like, well, who are those guys?
Got your attention, eh?
It did. Well, you know.
So is Bona Marie in my chat, Mama Mangler? Is that your mom?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
She's listening in.
Okay.
That's cute.
And she serves obviously she's been a part and helped you get the whole team launched. What else has she helped with?
Oh wow. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it weren't for my mom. We've kind of had a long history, a kind of a unique history in BMX because, we've really done it together over the years. She was, my driving force when I was younger before I got on Haro. And then kind of once I got on Haro, it was really that, that drive again that really helped me train and helped me become who I am today. And she was actually our team manager in 96 for Factory Haro, the year we won the factory team title. So,
Nice.
Awesome.
She brings a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. And, I don't even think, the times I go to races without her, she's always on the phone and always there to help me out and give me some advice. And, I don't know what I'd do without her. So.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Well,
That's Melissa for me, by the way.
Aw.
yeah, I think we all got somebody that helps us with that type of stuff. Yeah, that's why I say BMX is a family sport, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, always is.
What was the defining point, moment, decision when you went from what? I'll just refer to it as like an individual contributor, to like, hey, let's do this. Let's make our own team. What was that? And what kind of walk us through what that was and kind of how you got there?
Well, I had experience, like I said, riding for Haro, but then back in 2008, 2009, 2010, I owned what was then Bad & Company. I kind of had some knowledge of building a brand and what I wanted it to look like from that experience of manufacturing my own frames and building a team. But this time around, my mom and I kind of really decided that we were going to, instead of doing our own frames, we were going to try to really, promote, some top products, whether it was frames or components, and really try to take those, major sponsors to try to help build our team, but also help develop riders, because it was really important, I think, to teach them not only about the product and product promotions, but really how to represent themselves and, really be professional as much as possible. And I think that kind of, philosophy and those things really kind of helped develop what we wanted to do in the long run. And it's been a journey over these last 3 years, and we've grown every year since we've started this. Thanks to some of those sponsors, thanks to Haro and thanks to ProMax and all those people who kind of were with us at the start to kind of really help us build not only our brand but build our riders to them today. I mean, we have some of the most entertaining riders at the track from Dustin, from Aaliyah, and we're excited about that. So
yeah, and you guys have a rider with the coolest nickname in BMX, I think.
Oh,
the Baby
definitely top.
Mangler.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely amazing, and the nickname is definitely stuck with her, and I couldn't be happier to have Malia and her family a part of our program, and it is they become kind of our family, and we are truly blessed to have them.
Do you think she's going to be 16 and we're going to still be referring to her as Baby Mangler?
Ooh, that's a great question. I haven't really thought about that a whole lot, but
we got some time.
Yeah, we got some time, but you definitely will be talking about Malia for a very long time.
Oh,
that's for sure.
Yeah, agreed. We watch her ride as much as we can.
Yeah, we get to spend a lot of time hanging out with that family, and she comes from a awesome family, and you know what, kudos on getting her mom back racing, George.
yeah Most people don't know that Amanda used to race pretty heavily. We kind of grew up together racing here in Illinois and in the Midwest, and we went to the Worlds, and we were on the same Worlds team in '97. So yeah, she has a strong history of BMX in her blood for sure.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. So we're getting mom back into the racing, eh?
And we actually got her on the show when we were in Florida.
That's right.
we did the show from Brian's patio, and the fun part is, George, like right now what we're looking at is there's like there's three screens in front of us, and when we did the show at Brian's house, there was a deck chair that had a webcam zip tied, I believe, to the back of it. And it was so funny because we all kind of were like, we're gonna get around. So then we're like, yo, get up here. And she was like, it was great because it was like just a chair with the camera.
She couldn't talk to the
I know
chair.
she's gonna be yelling at me here in the chat, but
I'm sure she will.
It was awesome. And when she got going, she killed it. And it was awesome to see.
Yeah, it was cool.
I forget what race she was at that she when did she race again?
She was in
yeah, that one.
Where were the Grands?
Tulsa.
Didn't she race in Tulsa?
She raced the second Tulsa, yeah.
Yeah, she raced the second Tulsa. I think she only raced like one day though.
Yeah. Yep.
She got third, and I think that was the end of their the podium.
Go out on top.
Return. I haven't seen her race since then. So,
right.
so Moses Tillman in the chat thinks that Baby Mangler will grow into Lady Mangler.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean, it
Yeah,
could
fair
happen.
enough.
Yeah, it could happen.
yeah.
That's cool.
There
That's
is
awesome.
somebody's yelling in here. Sorry, George. Somebody's yelling in the feed that the feeds drop refresh because we're monitoring it on our end, and everything's good. So you guys, if you're having issues with the feed, just refresh your feed because things are good.
in.
Just go to YouTube, all right? Things don't get messed up on there.
Yeah, YouTube seems to be the best place to get it.
So worst part of having a team, George, what is it?
Worst part of having a team. You know what? I can't say that there is a worst part of having a team because everything that we've done so far to this point has really been so enjoyable. It's been such a learning, experience for myself, just personally and professionally. And I wake up every day and I love what we do. I love that we train our kids. Our kids have, training programs. They're getting coaching. And I love every aspect of that. Are there times when, you're driving too many hours to a race? Sure. But, that's kind of BMX in general. But, we've kind of endured and we've kind of overcome some obstacles over these past 3 years that, have made us even stronger to this point. So I can't say that there's anything that I don't enjoy.
You ever have to fire somebody?
We've had some conversations with riders. Anybody who knows that's been on our team, you have to conduct yourself in a certain manner professionally on and off the track. And that goes for parents as well. So we definitely had to have those conversations. But I think when you're representing, Mongoose and you're representing ProMax and all the Round 2 and all the companies you represent, those eyes are on you. And you really, really have to make sure that you are your best, on the track and off of it at all times.
Oh, couldn't agree more.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're up against the commercial. So when we come back, we're going to check in with Melissa in the social media room. And then we're going to check in, and we gotta ask you about the your 8-time world champion.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Who are we going to go hear from, Chris?
We are going to go hear from our buddy, Mr. Mighty Mo Tillman.
Yeah. Hey, George, you heard of this cruise yet?
Yeah, I've heard of a few.
Oh, man. All right.
Mo Cruises.
Mo Cruises. All right. We'll be right back.
All right.
Attention BMXers, this is your riders meeting. Come join us on Mighty Mo's BMX Cruise 2021, brought to you by T-Bone BMX. Cruise to the Bahamas September 13th through the 17th, 2021, aboard Royal Caribbean's beautiful Navigator of the Seas, with stops in Nassau and a perfect day at Coco Cay. We are pleased to bring you BMX Hall of Fame inductee Stompin' Stu Thompson as our guest speaker. If BMX had a Mount Rushmore, this living legend's face would be the first face etched in stone. We will also be honoring BMX humanitarian and rider Howard Cato. Our MC for the Stu Thompson event will be none other than Hall of Famer Hollywood Mike Miranda. Be part of the ultimate BMX pit party away from the track. All the fun of hanging with your friends just like at the races, but without all the stress of competition. Unless you take part in the All Things BMX dodgeball tournament, where you just might get broke off. This is a must-attend event for any BMX enthusiast. The Caribbean had better be ready. Riders ready? Watch the waves.
All right, we are back, and we want to say thanks to Mighty Mo and Anita. Just got their new newsletter. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
And Melissa, what do we got going on?
Is it quarterly time or
It
monthly
is.
time? I
Man,
guess already.
I'm telling you.
I didn't check my Gmail today. All right, couple of shout outs here. Our usual suspects are in town here. Billy from Gate 9 is joining us. Victor Alvarez, I think we know him as Baby Mangler's dad. The Cardozas are tuning in from Arizona. Rick Carter, the one of our best buddies from the Beer Budget BMX show.
What's going on, son?
Moses Tillman, as I mentioned earlier, is with us. Nick Jones, stick with Nick. Wanted to send out congratulations to him and Jill. They had hosted the biggest Florida State race qualifier to date this past weekend. He made a comment in here about it's always great when a state race is actually bigger than a national.
Oh, throwing shade.
Oh,
Well, but not untrue. So,
It's
Wesley Burt's checking in. Thanks, Wes. We appreciate you listening.
It's not shade if you can back it up. dude.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Elijah BMX is over on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Kyle Woods with us. Carl Stahl's with us. Guy, I always want to mess up his last name. Tom Sikowski says hashtag Mangler. And as we know, Mama Mangler's here with us. Craig Dragna tuning in. I thought maybe we had a little wardrobe change there. Brian Tabor, Jeff Jones, Jaded BMX. We actually have our one and only listener over in Twitchland joining in. Thanks, Carl. We've missed you.
We are on Twitch, people.
That's right. Jenny from the block is with us. She says, "Good evening, BMX family." Don
Jenny.
Don Mulvite Hill. I'm gonna get that all wrong. Screaming Neiman Brandon is over there in YouTube. Let's see, who else am I missing? Rick Kaneda, who is the dad to the lovely Haley Kaneda, who'll be joining us later to give us the state race recap. He says they're leaving Charlotte BMX after racing this evening, so safe trip home. Jay Cruz and Chill with Jill. Miss Jill Jones is with us. She says, "Hey guys, T-Bone BMX says sup."
Hey, just a real quick shout out, Mr. Cruz. Always appreciate listening to you early in the morning, even though you're in Wisconsin on a country radio station. I still tune in to listen to his trivia in the morning.
I forgot about that.
He's the guy that came over and I helped him make some commercial. Or down, we worked on some stuff here with Restream. Cruz, thanks for joining us, brother.
Yeah,
appreciate
no kidding.
It.
To tune that in.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Thanks everybody. Put some questions in the chat here. We gotta pick George's brain here.
Yeah. I got a couple questions.
All right, Damon. Damon,
shoot.
Fire away, Damon.
All right. First of all, George, you got a lot of great sponsors. But my question is, a Bad and Company frame going to come back out?
Oh,
could you hear him, George?
Bad Company frame making a comeback.
I know you got some great frame sponsors, but those frames were hot for a minute in around 2012, 2011.
Yeah, we that thought crosses my mind quite often with Bad and Company, because Bad was really in the 80s and 90s was really like an Illinois grown brand and company, and we tried to bring that back in the late 2000s there, and it for whatever reason just didn't kind of come to fruition. But yeah, I always have my eye on what could we do with Bad and Company.
You still got the frame jig laying around somewhere?
What's that?
You still got the frame jig laying around somewhere?
Getting what most people don't know is getting frames is actually the easy part. It's getting the design, it's getting all the logos and all the rest of that taken care of, the side work. So, but once you have the design, you're good to go. We will do something with Bad and Company eventually. I just haven't really kind of wrapped my head around what it will be.
Look at that bad boy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Man,
that's some hella orange.
Making an appearance at the Grands out of the blue.
Now, are you on a computer or in your phone, George?
I'm on a computer.
Can you see the picture in the lower corner there?
Yeah, okay. I can see it.
All right, cool.
I still have some of those frames. So
Damon would like to talk to you.
Instant message.
Damon would like to talk to you offline. Yep. Very nice, very nice. So let's talk about this 8-time world championship you got, man.
It's I have 2 UCI world titles. I won the 16 boys world championship in 1997 in Saskatoon, Canada. I have 6 ABA World Cup titles, and those were over the span from 94 to 98. I have, what's interesting about my world titles, and I always tell people, I tell my team this, because my first world's race was in 94 in Detroit, Michigan. And I got third that year. And it really wasn't I hadn't really known what the Worlds was, and it was my first experience. But then I skipped the Worlds the following year, which was, I believe, in Colombia. But then I went to over to England, to Brighton, England. And I ended up with world number 2.
Wow.
And it was really hard for me because I was leading both laps that year. I was leading Cruiser N20 and got passed. I think it was in the second or third turn. And I had put so much effort and time, and my mom and I, into training for that race, and it didn't work out for me, unfortunately. But then, we said we made a goal, and we were going to go to Canada, to win the Worlds the next year, and that was my main goal. And, we achieved that. And the reason why I say we is, my sponsor and as Haro and my family, my mom, my grandparents, everybody, we worked extremely hard to make that goal happen. And it was probably one of the most unforgettable moments I will have for the rest of my life.
No, it sounds like it. That's amazing.
That's awesome stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's right here. I don't know if everybody can see it, but
Oh, we will if you move it closer. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's clear. Wow.
So, do you remember
1994.
those?
yeah, I have two moon men that sit in my bedroom in my room.
Moon
I still have
men.
medals and
Oh.
everything. Yep.
I hadn't thought of them referred to as moon men, but
Yeah,
that
there it
makes
is.
sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how we got that name, but that's what we just called them. Moon
I
men,
love it.
so.
They're heavy as
Because they
hell.
look like the MTV.
Yeah, they do look like
yeah,
the
because
MTV Moon Man.
the MTV Moon Man holds his
I thought he held a flag.
no, he holds a what the hell?
The space helmet.
Space
The
helmet.
space helmet.
Yeah,
There's a flag behind him then.
there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, I
that's
Yeah.
cool.
I
That's
got it.
One of the coolest trophies I have.
No
literally
kidding.
got it.
we gotta be careful not to break it though.
But heavy as hell.
Don't break it. That one's not coming back.
No.
Actually, we've got a women's one too,
Yeah.
and I guess those are like the super rare ones that I had
I
to
bet.
sign in blood to take it from Waterford Oaks because Chris, Melissa, and I we all volunteer over there at Waterford Oaks, so they were like, "Hey, we got these things you can take on consignment. We're just going to stab you and you sign it in blood." So, and they're like
On your life
the
away.
female one or the girls' trophy anyway. Those are real rare.
Wow.
Those are tough to come by.
Hey, George, how long did you ride for Haro?
Let's see, from 1992 to 1998, I rode for Haro.
Okay.
I was one of the, well, it wasn't rare at that time, but I was an 11-year-old that basically signed a contract to get paid to ride my bike for Haro.
Wow.
So in those days, things were quite a bit different. I mean,
Yeah.
we got some of the best treatment you'll ever have. I mean, getting food money and getting paid to ride your bike, and the rental cars, the hotels, it was bikes, products galore. So
Now
That
Technically,
sounds
you really
amazing.
didn't get paid because you were an amateur.
you were an amateur, yeah.
yeah, shh, don't tell anybody.
Now
You got
our
you got a food stipend.
Stipend.
Yeah, stipends,
our guest that was on
allowances.
a few weeks ago, Brian Fell, was mentioning this, that when he ran GT, same thing. There was, food stipend and so on and so forth. But the question is, was there ever rally car, rental car with Haro?
Yeah, rental car derby.
Rental car derby,
derbies
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember a few times when, we would see them at the race and we'd try to hot rod them out of the parking lot probably, or cut them off, out of the parking lot, because it was really a rivalry between Haro and GT. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I can't remember a time where I liked anybody that, I had a lot of respect for their riders, but on the track, there was some no holds bar races.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Who was your biggest enemy on the track?
My biggest enemy on the track? Oh boy.
Ooh.
You could probably come up with a list of 20 people that probably hate me on the track.
I got a full sheet of paper. Let's go.
He's
I'm
a
sure, yeah.
wanted man.
Yeah, I can Yeah, Larry Cambra, Gary Hausman. You know, there's so many riders that, like, you know, they just didn't like the way that I rode, and yeah, I always had a target on my back. That's for sure. Probably even still this day when I go to nationals, I have a target on my back. So,
Hey, as long as they're staring at your back, who cares?
Right.
yeah, I think in Tulsa this year I got hit 3 times. So I think I got hit in turn 2, turn 3, and yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Wow. So, what age class are you racing now?
3640X.
Ooh.
Super old.
Yeah. Well,
Are you on the
now?
Are you on the older end of 40 in that class or the younger?
I just turned 40 in March. So
Okay. Oh, so he's moving up towards JT's
It doesn't
class.
matter, dude.
I'll be 41. I can't wait to get to 4145X.
Oh.
Yeah, me either, because I'll just watch you race.
Speaking of staring at your back,
I'll watch you.
Yeah.
I'll watch you race Baca around the track.
And you're saying you're
Yeah.
tucking in
Yeah, I love
behind
racing
JT?
Baca.
Let's say that again.
So
Not
I
him.
said I love racing Eric. He's a great competitor.
Yeah, because he
yeah.
just moved up out of your class into ours, and
Yeah.
holy shit! I was like, what? Here's me on a straightaway. There's the next straightaway. I was like, the hell is he already over there?
getting to watch him
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, he is. No, that guy,
Spectator.
that young man is very, very fast.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. So actually, you're in there banging bars with Austin Kelly then right now out of Michigan.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Yeah.
I'll give you $37, and I think it's 56 cents that we have in beer bottle returns. That you put them over berm next time you guys race.
No.
Oh man. I don't. Yeah. I sometimes don't tell me that.
Got your ass.
Yeah, he's
Austin.
going to be racing Neiman this year.
Yeah, that's right. Brandon and they're all.
Yep.
And that's a class.
Everybody's
You know,
moving up.
It's going to be a hell of a class.
their class. It sucks because I'm always waiting because your guys' class is one of the funnest classes
Right,
to
you
watch.
don't get to watch him.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah, it's craziness now that Chris Sutton is 36 and Nick Hurst will be 36, and yeah, it's going to be a very competitive class. I'll be happy to get out of that class come next March. So
Yeah, that's a tight one.
that's what she.
Yeah.
Okay, do
Boys
it.
and boys.
You got any plans going on that cruise?
no, I do not. I'm not a boat guy.
Neither am I.
Unfortunately, and I don't know like if I could handle like I get seasick really bad.
Well,
so
his significant other must just be nicer than yours.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
my
slapping
wife is,
some
my wife is
Dramamine on
great,
you.
and what's nice about it is she hates boats too.
Oh,
so
well,
we're great.
Sorry, babe.
They're like, here's the thing. Here's how we're going to get you on the boat, Justin.
It's called Dramamine. You'll
It's
be fine.
Dramamine and an unlimited bar tab. Hey,
Whatever you got to do, right?
whatever I got to do, and then they're like, it's dodgeball, and I'm like, that's just not, balls to the face is not a good fun time to me. But Jerry Landrum is going to referee it.
Oh boy, the chat's gonna go.
Oh, that's
crazy with
awesome.
That one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
is.
gonna say I know exactly. What
He
going
is.
with that one.
Yeah, he's going to referee the thing, and Mo is working on official headbands for all the teams.
Oh boy.
So
Headbands and short shorts.
Woo.
we're talking Bob Tedesco shorts.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, those are the best, man.
Yeah,
There
Yeah, I
you
love
go.
those shorts.
Bro, if you know
No.
Bobby T,
Gotta
you
get
know
some OP shorts.
you can't
Oh,
wear
yeah.
you can't wear boxers.
Tighty whities
Oh.
it is, huh?
Nope. Because
Oh my gosh.
as
Yeah,
Jibs once said in the rap song, "A chain hang low. You can't wear them shorts." Nope.
That's too funny.
That's a
course,
joke
JT's
that
gonna-
everyone's going to get in a few minutes.
Yeah, when they're all thinking about it. George, how many riders do you have on Team Mangler?
We have 20. Well, we have a factory team
Okay.
right now, and then we have a development team. So a total of 22 riders right now.
Wow, that's a good number.
That's a pretty good sized crew.
Yeah, we have a pretty good sized crew that mainly Midwest. We have one rider out in California. We just picked up amazingly Christian Castro, who is from Ecuador.
Is that his first
he was
name?
there. What's that?
Is that his first name?
Yeah, Christian Castro.
Oh, I thought no. What, I'm sorry. I wasn't even trying to be funny. When you said amazingly Christian, I thought that was his first.
Oh
name.
yeah.
My bad.
No, he's a really an amazing rider. Sorry.
Oh,
But he's from Ecuador. He's their junior men national champion. He's been here in the States for a little bit, and we're really excited about him. And we have some really talented riders factory wise, and Gavin Freewalt and Malia and Alex Ferguson, and the list goes on. I mean, we're becoming more competitive in the factory team competition. We got second this year in Tulsa factory team, so we're headed in the right direction.
That's great.
Awesome stuff.
Wow.
Now, with your development team, sorry, Chris, with your development team and factory team, you bring somebody on. What are you looking for? Because I assume that like you get on the development team and go to the factory team, right?
Yeah, that's really the goal. I mean, we just started the development team this year, and the mindset was to really give them as much training and as much coaching as possible. All of our riders get 4-week training programs that are developed by myself. And we do weekly trainings here at Rockford BMX for our development team and our factory team. So they do speed, agility, strength, sprints on a weekly basis here. And, we've kind of tried to really put in more of a program than it is a team model. So that way our kids and our families feel like that, we're a huge part of the process of being successful, and then teaching them how to be successful. So.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So is Rockford your home track then?
Yes. Rockford is really where a majority of, we do local races. We do go to Elgin. We've been to Steel Wheels. So we're kind of Northern Illinois, Northern Indiana based. So.
Nice.
Oh, in Madison. We'll be up in Madison quite a bit this year, actually.
Okay.
So, since they have a national this year.
Well, and Rockford's hosting a national this year too, right?
Yeah, crossing our fingers.
Yeah. Yes. True.
Yeah, right.
In
crossing our fingers.
Mid-June, I think it's supposed to be. So.
Yeah, June 18th, and hopefully we can, have everything in place to make that race happen, because it'll probably be as big as South Carolina.
Oh, yeah, hands down. The only one in the Midwest, right? Aside from Madison?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get very many Midwest Nationals this year, unfortunately. So, but yeah, we're excited about it and can't wait.
So you mentioned the training program. You said every development rider gets 4 weeks?
Every rider on our team, whether they're on the factory team or they're on the development team, has a 4-week training program that they do. It's 2 days of strength training and speed and agility training. They also have like a sprint program. They have nutrition program that I developed for them. And then since I have a master's degree in sports psychology, every one of them has a mental skills plan that they go through, like rehearsals, deep breathing, generalizations, everything they can do to help prepare themselves before they get to the gate.
That's fantastic.
Holy shit.
Now, do you offer...
need to get in on that.
Yeah, I was just going to tag in on that. Do you offer that to the public? Is that something that you...
Yeah, I offer training to riders, from the public, whether they be, here in Illinois or anywhere in the world for that matter. We have specific programs, for riders of all skill levels, not just experts, but, my philosophy is that if any rider can benefit from, the programs that we have and the, the mental skills, the nutrition. I mean, even some of our parents are on the nutrition program. So
that's great.
Yeah, it's become kind of more or less a lifestyle change for a lot of our athletes and a lot of our parents.
Okay, with the nutrition program, how much ice cream can I eat if I follow it? I'm just curious.
That's zero, because most of the time when I see our parents eating Wendy's or McDonald's, they'll know that I have to have a conversation with them about their food choices at the races. So
okay, so
I'm out.
just a quick story when George came over it's South Carolina, and we were down there, and got me a hat. He walked over, and I see him coming over, and I hadn't met you face to face yet. And I look up, and I was like, shit. And I immediately had non-nutritional rich food in my hand and threw that shit. I mean, it might have hit a kid. I don't know. I think I threw it over at the Full Tilt trailer or something, you know, and it hit their ice machine maker.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I was like, I threw that shit over. I was like, hey, what's up? Never mind. This is all Oreo shit. That's not Oreo. I just got bad teeth. What's up, man? I tell you, like you got the program, you got the team, man, and it's the neatest thing about what you guys have going on is after meeting Victor and the fam and Baby Mangler and everybody there, it is a family that you guys have, and getting to meet Dustin and everybody else is involved with your program and your team. It's not even your team, man. It's your family. It's just that you've done a great job making the fam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I always tell people that this really isn't a team. This is a program for us. This is a program for our kids to learn how to become successful far after they leave BMX. They will always be a part of BMX and have that in their blood, but they will use these skills in whatever they choose in their lives, whether it's business, school, anything they want to really. So I think that mentality has really kind of helped us grow to have this strong bond between our riders and our families because, we would do anything for them. Even outside of BMX, we would help them and extend that hand to them. So we have a real strong bond. So.
Oh! Look who showed up!
Look who showed up!
Did he forget about the time change?
He probably. Well, his excuse better be he was at the goddamn gym after the conversation we just had with George.
Well, he wasn't at training tonight, so he doesn't have any excuses.
You son of a bitch, Dustin. Tell you what, we're gonna jump. Well, we get everybody queued in here real fast. We're gonna jump to a commercial from our friends at Yellow Cat, and that way Dustin doesn't. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm sorry. Hey, how you guys doing?
I can't hear you. Your microphone isn't on. You got to check your. No one can hear you.
Okay, 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, okay, we'll go to commercial and then we can fuck with him. No, really, his microphone was working. All right.
I was gonna say I could.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready? Watch the gate. Riders ready? Watch the gate.
You guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Dustin.
Hello, we can't hear you.
Okay.
Don't listen to Justin.
Hello, we can't hear you.
Why is this camera tilted to the right?
All right.
No, it's still tilted to the right.
Oh, hey. So, George, would you would you like to take the liberty and introduce the young man that just jumped in with us?
Well, we can't see.
Well, we can't. We can see his chair.
I don't really know what's going on with his tech program over there, but
his producer's off.
I have
his
saw
producer's off with everything.
I have saw some movies that start out like this. I'll tell you right now, kids.
This looks like the Blair Witch. I think I saw that.
We're just gonna see a face shot and him running around. And
I do like the party lights that are around what looks like a bar.
I'm telling you, he's got his game stepped up.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty sweet setup he's got going on there.
I would turn.
I'm trying to get a little something going on here.
I'd turn on our party lights, but I'm not sure if I know how to turn the shit off. So
yeah, once it starts.
That's how you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Dustin.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I'm gonna be late to my I own a funeral, you know.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
you get as late as you want for
man.
that.
That's good.
Sometimes, like the one time I was early to my gate, I got in the gate before me, so I'm not late to my races at least.
His gates are horrible though, so I'm
working on it.
Oh.
We work on it all the time.
Oh man.
All right.
So what?
Towards mine, they wouldn't be any better. They were horrible, but they're getting better.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you show up to the right moto sometimes,
So folks
right?
that don't know, joining us now is Dustin from
Jacob.
Can you do it without reading the shit on the screen yet?
Well, it's not on there.
Wait, what's the show? What's the show?
All Things BMX show.
No. We're quizzing.
He's quizzing me.
I'm quizzing Chris.
He's trying to get.
Oh.
What
Okay,
the name of Dustin show?
I know that. It'd be beyond.
I hope you know our show's name.
What's our show? I don't know.
Hope it happens each week.
Yeah, real burn. So here's one of the hosts of Beyond the Gate with Dustman and Nate, Mr. Dustin Jacobs.
God damn, that's professional.
Hey. That was good. I'm gonna have to bring him on over.
That's nice. Dustin, thank you for joining us. We were talking about the team and how it's it's not just a team, it's more of a family. I know you've been involved for a long time. How long have you been riding for Mangler?
I've been riding for Mangler for about a year, a little longer. He's been wanting to get me on the team for a lot longer than that.
Okay, all right.
He was asking me quite a few times, and I was kind of doing my thing on real time BMX, seeing where I could get going with that. But I ended up being at the Mangler team. I'm more than happy. It's definitely the best team I've ever been on.
I mean, anything Billy is part of with real time, you're better off just that guy has a petting zoo and you don't want any part of that thing.
Well, that's the only thing. I mean, there were some people that I do miss from that team, because I mean that team did have some great people on it, but at the same time, the caliber of riders on the Mangler team is a different level. So it brings out a little bit of a different level of my riding as well.
So can you tell us how did you find the sport of BMX and get involved in that, Dustin?
I was young. I've been riding since I was 5 years old. My dad my town is really like, it's a BMX route town. Like there's a lot of trails and all that stuff, So my dad, he went to work and he's seen somebody that he's seen every day and talked to him about BMX, and they got me into BMX. He told him about a BMX race, and I ended up going with him. So I ended up going and getting, I think, 3rd or 4th place, and I've been riding ever since.
Okay. George, what was it that kind of caught your eye with Dustin that made you, kind of pique your interest with Dustin?
He's just a phenomenally talented rider from a bike skill standpoint to a racer. I mean, I've raced Dustin before, and I always tell people you never want to have Dustin behind you because he's going to get by you no matter what the circumstances are. And he, just his demeanor and the way he worked with kids and the way kids look up to him. I mean, he would be he is a great asset to our program. And I couldn't be happier, with his performances and how he handles himself, because he is, one of the best product promotions guys that we have. So I enjoy that.
I can totally testify.
Oh yeah.
He here's the thing. One of the things that caught my eye with Dustin is when you guys got the round 2 deal, and it was like people are talking shit about him out riding trails on his forks.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm a big guy. I got carbon forks. I ride them on anything. I don't give a shit. And I love the fact that like Dustin was right there, like, dude, I'm here. I'm blazing these big trails and jumping this and that, and they're just fine. And he just out there, promoting the product and doing an awesome job.
Yeah, and then that's what it takes, though. I think, our riders and even the riders out there in the BMX world, like, product promotions is extremely important these days from a social media standpoint, from a track standpoint of talking to riders and parents and families. Like, if you represent a product, that's your job is to promote that product. And I think a lot of our kids today, they don't really see the value in that as much as they used to in the past. And I appreciate what Dustin does, for our team and our sponsors. So,
Dustin, would you get a factory Mangler tattoo on you?
I actually do some tattoos myself. I might be able to, but I don't know. We'll have to.
He's not committing yet.
We'll have to see about some deals. We'll talk about that.
Hey, I can get us a 2-for-1 deal. I got to get a Mighty Mo tattoo on me.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that, but see, that's a pretty cool tattoo. Mangler, I know George can draw, so he can draw me up something. I might do something.
We'll do it.
With that.
We'll do it together.
Mm-hmm.
We will totally do it together.
Well, so speaking of the sponsors, since we're on that subject here, before we got into the
Tattoos?
Tattoos.
I can't wait for you to get yours, buddy.
Nah, I'll pass on that deal. Not doing that. But who are your sponsors for the team?
Right now, our title sponsors are Mongoose Bicycles.
Yeah, man.
We can't thank Brian and Kevin and Dwayne and Lee over at Mongoose for really trying, their best to do whatever they can for us. And we're very blessed to be riding those bicycles. And, please go out and check out those bicycles because, it's not really, a Mongoose, that you would see in the department store. It is a very, very quality race frame that we enjoy riding. And Promax Components, that has been, one of our sponsors since day one. Dan over at Promax has really helped us out tremendously with getting our cranks and stems and all of our rims and stuff. And Round 2 with their forks. And they are indestructible. I'll be honest with you. I ride my forks at the skate park, and Dustin rides them at the trails, and we haven't had any problems with them. And I stand by those forks. And Kegel's Bicycle Store and Rob at Kegel's has been, really a help to getting us some of our parts on our bikes, and Spy and Blotto Graphics and Arma, Chad Reed's company. We've been really, really blessed to have some great sponsors aboard.
Cool. We are real quick. We're gonna jump over to Melissa and let her do a little social media check-in here because I have to say there's probably one of the funniest damn comments in the chat, but she does got to get some shout-outs.
I was like, you might as well just say it because I got
it's something else. But there's a lot we got to catch up on real quick, so we appreciate it.
All right, you'll have to give me a second because I just sat back down. I don't know where I left off at here. Sorry, totally on the spot. Okay, Chad Rose checking in. Thank you. David Dortona is with us, one of our favorite New York buddies. Let's see. Josh Blair, our other favorite New York buddy. I was gonna say I thought I took the cat back up, but okay. Marcus Simpson checking in. Chad Rowe says that George is always giving him shit about eating fast food. Let's see. Mike Soto from our good buddy up in Traverse City is listening. Mike Melvin, the other half of Beer Budget BMX, is tuned in. Let's see. Jeremy Ames is listening. Everybody says, "What's up, Dustman?" And Christian Gadboy is checking in.
Oh.
Yeah. So, sorry. It took me a second to get kind of caught up. So,
did you get the vote by Chad?
No, I was just reading names.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking
Chad
about.
Rowe says he wants a vote. He wants to toss his hat in for a signed Mangler tattoo on Dustin's ass.
Yeah. There you go.
That's that wouldn't be a good tattoo to have, I don't think. I'm not sure if I want my signature on Dustin's ass.
No.
Yeah. Not a good one.
Do you realize the amount of YouTube followers you could get from that tattoo, Dustin?
Yeah, you probably go viral with that tattoo, dude.
Yeah.
You can think about me every time you sit down on the toilet.
I haven't pulled my butt on the camera yet. I don't know.
Mangler for life.
Mangler for life.
That's
Love
Get a
it.
tattoo on my butt. I'll show it.
There you go. Hey, if it's worth, if it's worth 4,000 followers, so you can get monetized on YouTube, just do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just do it.
That's why everybody says like and share, subscribe
That's
and
right.
ring the bell, all that stuff. Right?
That's right.
Yeah. Which you guys can do if you want to help us out.
And Dustin show.
And Dustin too, yeah, for sure.
Hey, Dustin's going on the cruise.
Yes, I am.
And it's going to be a galactic dodgeball tournament. I'm going to tell you right now, because I thought we drafted Dustin on our team, and then I found out later.
No, he's probably on gate 9.
He's on gate 9. Now there's going to be some serious.
Oh, is there a gate 9 team?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to talk some.
We ain't got to worry, dude. The dodgeball tournaments are like midnight. Billy ain't going to see shit any goddamn way.
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's why he's stacking his team, so he doesn't have to see shit.
What he doesn't know is we're going to get a huge stack of Dramamine. We're going to convince George's wife to get on the boat, and then we're going to put George on our team.
Yeah. I mean, George needs to come back.
He is not looking convinced.
No, I'm not convinced about that at all.
No, not at all.
I don't know. George would be a pretty easy target in dodgeball, though. You know?
Well, you know what? Back in high school, I was a bad target, and that was back when we used like full pumped up volleyballs for dodgeball. So you take one to the head, you probably wouldn't remember what happened the rest of the day. So
I can hear that. I can hear that smack in the back of my head.
Yeah. That was bad.
Mind. Yeah.
All I gotta say is Dustin's hair need to be feathered for the dodgeball tournament.
Oh man.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I think there should be some, like extra points for that kind of stuff. Headbands and what were you talking about earlier? The Bob Tedesco shorts and all that stuff.
If you wear,
careful what you ask for.
If you wear those, you wear them answer thongs, Chris.
Oh boy.
You just instantly get the invisible cloak for the dodgeball game.
The invisible cloak.
Are they behind you, Melissa? They still sitting up there?
No.
On the bar?
No, thank goodness.
Oh, well, actually.
No. Hey, here's what. So, right there, boy.
There you go.
There you go, Chris. Right there, boy.
No, I'm good.
Put them bad boys on.
No. No. We just keep those in the background.
It even has the thicker back. It's not so immediate. Like, so this is a string, and this is a little more fabric there.
You see the sales tactic going on?
Okay.
All we got to say, S Square Bikes, John Sawyer. Thank you for sending that to
Chris
us.
won't wear them. Dustin's hair feathered with that S Square.
Oh, shit. Dustin going to be getting tackled on that.
Oh,
hey, so Dustin, real quick, what's your home track?
My home track is Rockford. It's Rockford BMX.
Damn, you lucky son bitch.
Wait, what's the best thing about that track?
Yeah, well, other than the nitro roller drop.
The best thing about that track has got to be Jake and Candy. The operators.
Yeah.
I heard from T-Bone had mentioned something in the chat earlier that I did forget to mention, that he said that TO has been there for like ever, years and years and years.
Since 1981.
Okay, that'll do it. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Shoot,
I would definitely say that's my favorite thing about going to the track is definitely seeing Jake. Jake has been there forever. He's last year he got hit. There was a crash and the kid actually pinged off, and hit him, and he ended up going to the hospital, and he came back like an hour later, and everybody's like telling him like, "What are you doing back? What are you doing?" And he's like, I'm a BMXer. I'm here.
I got a race to run.
yeah. He came back. Like, that dude he's dedicated.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, he's been around for a while. Eh?
Now that long time.
Now that you've had both of you young men have had a few months on your Mongoose bikes. And I raved to Dustin when rumor was being said you guys might be moving to him. What have you found that you like about those?
For me, it's been the geometry has been extremely helpful. Just in my gate starts and with my manualing, and knowing Dwayne Taylor from before when we rode for Haro together and talking with him about what they did in that geometry process and how the bikes were built. It was really comforting to hear that somebody was actually putting a lot of thought and effort into the design of that bike, and that really kind of made the difference for me when I rode it. Is that that science and that effort really paid off on the track. So I couldn't be happier with the Mongoose. Most of our riders have enjoyed it. And I'm sure Dustin probably feels the same.
Yeah, I mean, it was an easy transition. That's my favorite part about it. I went from the Haro right to the Mongoose. The first time I rode it was at Tulsa at the Nationals, and I think I got like 3 practice laps, and I ended up winning that day, you know? So, I mean, it wasn't like a huge transition from my Haro to my Mongoose. It felt, you know, it didn't feel very different. So that's
we put Dustin's bike together that Friday there at Tulsa.
Oh, geez. And away you go.
No chain tensioners, just rocked it. You know, I was like, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember watching that race, actually.
Yeah. I did. Yep. When I got home, mine were here, and since I've got them, I tell people all the time, just ride it. Just ride it, and it'll make sense, and you'll understand. I could go on and on and on trying to explain to you why, but just ride it, and you'll know exactly why. It's awesome, and they're $200 less than everything else on the market.
Yeah, you can't find a better product here globally than that frame and that even the complete bikes. I mean, there's for what you pay for that bike, it is the one of the best products you can buy.
So they've done their homework. Huh?
And that's the part that a lot of people don't know. That George, you're welcome to expound on, because I know Mr. Taylor a lot better than I do. Is that there was a lot of work put into that product that's out there right now.
Yeah, we talk about the evolution of a product. When we first saw that product, we were like, what's going on here? Back a few years ago. But then, as Dwayne and Kevin and Brian have evolved over these last number of years, the product development is vastly, vastly improved each year. And I think that's a credit to them and their staff, because, they've taken into consideration what the riders are talking about, as far as geometry and as far as, tubing and stuff like that. So I think it's really important, to have that structure behind you when you're building a bicycle too. So it makes a difference, from a rider standpoint.
Yeah. You mentioned the manualing thing, and I went from, I put this bike together and rode it, and my back doesn't hurt anymore from,
Yeah, you've said that quite often, actually.
Well, I'm old.
No, I meant in a good way.
So, Dustin, thanks again for joining, by the way. This is your time to plug. First of all, you were on the FAM show that we had about a month ago, and thanks for jumping on with short notice. And it was a fun time. But if you guys don't know, Dustin has his own video podcast that him and Nate record and post, so you can listen to it. But I think you'll do a better job of plugging it. So, man, plug your show.
Just if you guys want to check us out, we're on Beyond the Gate on YouTube, or you can go on Facebook. It's Beyond the Gate with Dustman and Nate. That's on Facebook. You can check that out. We're starting to put our platforms out. We're going to widen our horizons here and start doing more stuff, but for right now we're doing it on YouTube and Facebook. That's pretty much it right there. I mean, we're doing it pretty good. We're just having fun. So
don't ever let it not be fun anymore.
It's got to be fun. That's why I started. I was bored, wanted to have a little bit of fun and meet more of the riders and get a little bit more into their background. I've met a couple people that I already know, but I got to know more about them, like Brian Gunyon. That was awesome having him on the show. I appreciate that.
When was Brian on the show?
He was just on the last week.
Perfect.
We're actually going to be having a really good lineup here coming up soon as well. We got
that's a great teaser.
We're going to be having like Mike Gall.
Damn.
Jeremy Cott, he's going to be on. We're going to have Mike Lundy as well. Nathan Schaefer. I want to get George on there too. So I mean, we're going to have a really good lineup here coming up.
I don't know if you know this or not, but
I know a guy.
I know this George guy. I might be able to help you out a little bit. Get you on there.
I wanted to say the best for last. I just didn't want to tell him that.
Yeah. Right. And if
at least I'll show up on time.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
Hey.
Shots fired.
And if you want Chris Beer on your show, He's available anytime.
Sure. Hey, anytime.
I'm probably the last guy you want to.
You could talk. You know what you could do? You could talk about that Cook Brothers bike you got.
Oh, yeah, the one that looks like a Patterson.
It looks like Patterson. a Patterson. It's not a Cook Brothers, by the way. I just always call it a Cook Brothers because it's actually a
Patterson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Old school one. Yeah. But I did catch you guys.
Got at least one good BMX story, So
yeah, I did catch you guys show with Elijah Davis.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was
good.
A good one as well. That was cool. He's just telling stories back in the day type stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, he's got
back in the day. How old is he?
Well, when him and Dustin. Well, if you watched the show,
I watched it. I'm just saying the kid ain't that old.
Racing each other when they were little kids, man.
I think he's a year older than I am. So he is 33.
So so anybody who hasn't seen that, go back and check that one out.
Yeah, and if you'd have joined us on time, you'd have understood the class that George and I race in, which is they bring your they walk. Yeah, they walk us up the hill with literally walkers.
Yeah. That's why they bring the oxygen tanks.
Dude, that's my class. That's not your.
No, the oxygen tanks are at the finish line, so we don't pass out.
Shoot. 51 and over, they got oxygen tanks in each corner.
That's a good point. Or
that's adorable.
Or vodka. So
Geritol.
Quick question. How for you guys when it comes to the team, like how is it you obtain sponsors? Is it do you guys like a word of mouth? Do you go knock on doors? I doubt you do cold calls, but that's just a terrible reference. But like, what is it that you do to go get sponsors?
I think it's really starts with developing relationships. I've been fortunate to have a relationship, a previous relationship with Promax, Dan at Promax. We raced each other back in A-Pro for years. Dwayne and I have been on Haro together, and Brian, just being at the track and talking to Brian Baldus over the years and developing that relationship, and even talking to sponsors, whether it's Round 2 or even any of our other sponsors. You just have to I think it's being professional. Like I always put together like a PowerPoint presentation of what we can do for a sponsor, not what they can do for us. And I think that's really helped us out in really obtaining some high quality sponsorship. And that's really what it's about at the end of the day is what you can do for them, because you're basically hired to promote their product. Mm-hmm. So it becomes extremely important to, present a professional presentation, if you will, so they understand what you're all about. And this isn't just something that you're going to take product from them.
All right, if you need more sponsors, I know a guy at Dairy Queen. I got you.
Oh.
I doubt.
Yeah, we're always looking for more sponsors.
Money's money.
So money's
Hey. Well, as long as that check clears.
They pay me an ice cream, so
that's gonna say right.
When it comes to I don't know, recruiting or looking for riders, whether it's your and actually you could give us the a breakdown of what you look for and I know it's new, that developmental team that you said, in your factory team. What is it that you're looking for, in that factory rider and that developmental rider? Like, what is it that you're out there, you're scouting, that you're looking for?
I think one of the biggest things we're looking for is consistency. From a factory team standpoint, we're looking for consistency at the national level. So what that means is you're making your mains, and you're consistent with, top 3, top 4 performances, and really trying to improve yourself, both on and off the track, having good character, having a good family background. And the number one thing is, commitment. And I say the word commitment because I think it goes both between our factory team and our development team, because when I talk to our development riders about, when they want to join our team, it's, this is a huge commitment from a family aspect, from a financial aspect, time and energy, because it's not easy to travel to races and grind it out and, be successful. It takes a long time. And I have that conversation with our development riders. I have that conversation with my own son who races about that process and what it looks like, because there's going to be many highs and many lows. And a lot of times we see kids struggle and, they hopefully will persevere, but, our program is built so that way they can obtain success, as quick as possible. But, as far as what we're looking for, I'm not the type to run out and try to recruit a rider. I like to spend time watching them over a period of time, and really try to get to know who they are, and what their family is about before we really bring them aboard, because whether they're a good fit or not, not everybody's a good fit. Just because they're consistent at nationals and they're doing good locally doesn't mean that they would be a great fit for our program.
That's true. Yeah, just because they're winning doesn't mean they're a good fit with the folks on the team already, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, results are obviously driving our sport, but when you look back on it 6 months from now, nobody's going to remember who got first, second, or third at last year's national sometimes. But they are going to remember if you threw your helmet at the finish line and you acted inappropriately and, were carrying yourself inappropriately. So, that's things to be mindful of.
Definitely, yeah.
Chris, I'm going to need you to moon the officials at the next race, all right?
Okay. And that's the difference between our team and yours. Yeah.
Yep, that is correct. That is correct. No. All right, outside of Rockford, rapid fire. This is for George. Outside of Rockford, second favorite track, go.
Black Mountain.
Black Mountain. Dustin, favorite pro.
Oh, God, I'd say Elijah Davis.
Elijah Davis. George?
Yeah.
Favorite person you never beat?
Oh, God. Little Richard. I met him on a flight going to Phoenix one year.
That's so a different direction than I anticipated. Yeah.
That is a great... I don't know. That literally is, that's going on the wall of the best answers I have ever heard.
I have one that's better than that. I flew to
Chubby
Phoenix
Checkers?
one year with Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam on my flight.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, there was probably, I think, 24, 25 members on that flight with him to Phoenix with us.
No kidding.
Did you have my brother?
Wow.
Yep.
All right. Favorite, Dustin, favorite Grands track, what year?
I'd have to say I'd like last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'll agree, but that was the only time I ever went. George, favorite pro? All time.
Gary Ellis.
Oh, damn.
Lumberjack.
God damn it. God damn it. Dustin, favorite live stream show that's on Wednesday nights that's broadcasted out of Heartland, Michigan?
That's not yours.
I was going to say, is there anything other than yours? I'm just kidding.
Wait, let me Google. Hold on.
As you know, we are the voted #1 live streaming BMX show on Wednesday nights, broadcasted from Heartland, Michigan.
In our own survey.
Yeah.
Written by us.
All right.
He was wearing a BMX Weekly t-shirt last week, so I don't know. You might have to get after him for that. So.
Son of a bitch. Man. No, it's cool.
I'll
tell you what, here's been the coolest thing in the last year has been what Dustin's doing, what we're doing, how Big Coffee Chatter blew up, and a Beer Budget BMX Weekly,
Chris's Carpool,
Chris's
Corner,
Chris's Carpool, Chris's Corner, Dale Holmes, and all like the media landscape that you can consume BMX in has gotten, it's awesome. And it's cool because it's from all different perspectives.
Sure.
Everybody, like, I'm a never fucking has been, but it's just good that, like, we have this, we do the interviews, Dustin brings in, he does his, and he has his insight. It's just, it's like, it's cool.
Everybody's got a little different niche to it. It's not the same exact thing, any of them.
Right. I mean, we were trying to broadcast from the garage earlier, like Beer Budget.
Yeah. No, you were just hoping somebody was going to deliver beer.
I was too.
So if you didn't if I had pulled up and I knew you were doing that, I would.
If you didn't catch it earlier,
on the door.
We were testing out our portable live studio that we're doing that we're going to be dragging around the races. So the next,
I've seen that.
well, it's actually it's improved since South Carolina. It all fits in one case, not 15. So we're going to do a little better job of trying to do what we do at the races, and won't nearly be as intimidated when George comes over to talk to me. And I won't be eating fast food either. So,
no fast food.
All right, we got to jump over and let everybody know who's coming up next week. And when we come back, we want you guys to give a shout out to who you guys want to thank. Who's coming on next week, Chris?
All right. So
do you know?
No, I do not.
What?
I do now.
Oh, everybody knows now.
All right. So join us next week, April the 21st. We will be talking all things BMX with our special guest, Mr. Harry.
Boy, did you fuck that up, bro. Did you just combine Harry, Larry, and Mike Miranda and our current guest?
I don't know, man. Shit. Howard Cato from Bay Area BMXers, 510 Bay Area.
You been drinking?
No.
Yes, he has.
I should.
It's that back pain.
He's the only one that doesn't drink.
Excuse me.
Fired.
So Howard's coming on next week. He's going to be, Moto 2, right? Because we already had him on once. Yeah. So we're going to talk
Except now we're going to talk about his team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We did talk all him.
It's getting heated.
Between him and them Sharks.
Sharks.
Well, we had the Sharks on a couple weeks ago, too.
So we're propelling the
See what
the
we're
fire.
doing.
Yeah. So
you get awesome. All of a sudden.
Yeah. George, who's your guys' big rival in the factory division? I like the pause.
Every one of them.
I was going to say he doesn't want to name him.
Yeah, I don't really want to name anybody. I mean, I probably could name some names, but like our biggest rival is ourselves right now. We just have to work on being consistent.
That's a good answer.
Races.
Yep, that's a good answer.
That's good. That's good.
So whoever's at the top, look out.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So so next week I have Howard on from 510 Bay Area BMXers.
All right. We got our showcase now.
Our BMX showcase sponsored by Answer BMX.
Got it right this time today, Chris.
We did.
I fixed it for you.
We're gonna call. Hey, did
say that?
Oh wait, no, that'd be a lot. Would
that
that be a lot? That'd be quite a ways for them. You been to Marysville yet, Dustin, George?
Marysville, Ohio.
Marysville, Ohio.
No, but I saw the video of it, and it looks amazing.
I hope it wasn't ours, because holy crap, could we not get an internet signal when we were there? But it is an awesome. That's an awesome track there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out now because it's kind of really close to where my daughter goes to school.
It's a long drive from here, bro.
That's about 3.5 hours.
He makes that drive all the time. Yeah,
you do. This is me stalling while we call Roxanne, who is our guest on the our spotlight segment or showcase segment here. There we go. We're gonna call her.
So we're gonna call Roxanne Collins, and she's known on the internet, Facebook as BMX Rocks, ROX. And she is
Rox. You there?
She's super quiet.
She is.
Super quiet. I'm trying to bring her volume up. Roxanne, you there?
Yep. Can you hear me? Okay.
There it is.
We're working on it.
Yep, we got you now.
Hello.
Yeah. Still don't hear. Whatever that last thing you did, Justin, that really jacked it up.
Okay. So well, hold on. Roxanne, say hello.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my loud voice.
There you go.
Here we go. Let me put her here. All right, I'm just doing.
We're adjusting some stuff here.
Fuck if I know.
Okay.
The fuck do you think I know what I'm doing right now?
Again, BMX Showcase sponsored by Answer BMX. So.
All right.
And.
Okay, can you hear her now, Chris?
Hello.
There she is.
Okay.
All right.
No, I still don't hear the headphones.
Yeah, she's like just on the right side, which I know that's common with. The
phone. You know what? No wonder. That's hang on.
And your right side's probably out there, Mr. D.
Oh, gosh. Actually,
because we are a
there we go. I think I
well-funded show.
No, we're not. We are not. We are not. Roxanne, thank you for joining the show. How are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you all?
See,
Much better.
Got it.
We're awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Real quick, Dustin, can you hear Roxanne?
Yes, I can.
God damn it! I finally got it fixed. All right, perfect. Sorry,
Way to go, Justin.
mini celebration, Roxanne. I got you on the screen here. We got your pictures scrolling through.
And we love your pictures, by the way.
You do
Oh
an
my
awesome
gosh,
job.
thank you for all that you do.
Yes. Now,
BMX photographer extraordinaire.
Oh my gosh, she captures some of the best, like even off the track moments of anybody.
yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So for those of you guys joining, Roxanne is a Midwest photographer. She loves BMX, just like Melissa loves BMX because
I mean,
Roxanne's husband BMXs.
Because we love those who love BMX. Right?
Thank you, Roxanne. Yes, it's like it's sort of like BMX by proxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it falls.
Noticed how that fit in there.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked about before how awesome of a job you do with taking the pictures. We appreciate that. But I understand on top of just taking awesome pictures, you've got a few things that you're launching here, and we wanted to talk about those.
Okay. So yeah, I just recently launched a website. Actually, it's two websites. One is the BMX Rocks store, and I'm sure a lot of people have been through my store getting to my BMX Rocks photos that I post after each race that I've gone to. So in the store, I have quite a few different things. On the flip side of my BMX photography, I also do kind of nature, wildlife, landscape, travel photography. That's really how I got started. But then when I'd go to the races, I would go out and take pictures, and then it just kind of went from there, and I took pictures of everybody. So that, was a fun challenge for me to learn BMX photography. And so my website incorporates both of my photography loves. There's a BMX Rocks collection that's if you go to my website, you do have to type www.bmx-rocks.com to get there.
All right, and it's ROX, just so everybody knows.
Yes, and my name, obviously Roxanne, so that's where it comes from. But when you scroll down, you find the image of the bike wheel. Click on the BMX Rocks collection, and that gets you to all of the BMX-related items that I have.
Which is, we've got it on screen right now.
Okay, okay, excellent.
So you can get.
So right there, and then just click on the box, and so some of the things that you see on the top area, I just added these to show what I can do with this. But I have a custom design bag that I made with one of the photos from the Marysville race of the two adorable little wicked kids.
Yeah.
Look at them.
So some particular types of photos I can, knock out the background and put an image like that. And then below that, you can see Tanner Alter is with the blue shirt. And then it's also on a dog tag.
Oh, man.
So I can do things like that upon a custom request. It's not something I would just put in my store because, it's got logos, it's people's faces. I'm not going to, do that without somebody requesting it.
So can I tell you what I found the greatest shirt that you have on the website?
Okay, yeah. Which one is that?
If you think BMX is easy, you're nuts. And the dude is just straight off of his. I'm gonna zoom in on this. I love this right here.
So this is actually our friend, Nate Freeman, and he's on the Reggie's team now, right? And he knows about this. This is his picture. Grouped it with him, and this is what I call the Carnage collection. I think a lot of people know when I'm out at the races, I'm always kind of focusing on the action. So if, there's some carnage, I'm getting shots of it, a lot of shots of it. So the one next to it, Old School BMXers, How Break started, that's actually my husband, Mo. And that's when
we were at this race. Yeah.
Fort Wayne.
Frank, he went down, and I got shots of that right before my heart attack. So.
Was that when he broke his crank, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were there.
Well, way to make light of that. I love that. That's a good way to cope. Because I hate that part of racing.
He said if anyone buys the shirt, he'll autograph it for him.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm going to, when the show's done, I'm ordering that one. I want that autograph.
So as the season goes on this year, I catch any photos like that'll work, and I can put something fun with it. Of course, I'll ask permission of the person to make sure they're okay, but I'll be making some more.
Now we've got the websites up on the screen where they can go and check everything out with the phone number to contact you. What are some of the future races that you plan on being at?
We're going to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Mo manages all this. I just go where I'm told. So where are we going, honey?
Nashville, Rockford, South Park. We'll get all those nationals.
All right.
Gold Cups around here, Ohio State races.
Very nice. All right.
Okay.
You're gonna
So look out for Roxanne.
Yeah, exactly.
Smile pretty for the camera.
And one of the pictures that you do, I've found it as kind of your token pictures is the ones that you do when you focus in when everyone's on the gate. And it's just one of those pictures you do an awesome job with. So, everyone's lined up on the gate. You'll zoom in on a person or a few people, and it's one of those it's one of those pictures I've always found, even if it's not somebody I know, it's just a really cool picture that you've made your own.
Well, good. That's good. Yeah, not every gate works like that for me to be able to get up there, but definitely if I find the opportunity, I do that. And I do literally get a picture of every person at the gate. I do that for a whole moto or for a whole round, and I get every person. So that's my goal every time I go to a race is nobody doesn't get a photo.
And the best part of that is it's the only time that I'm ever even with George or Dustin that are our guests tonight.
Awesome.
Now, I understand that you have a little discount code if anyone wants to order anything off of your website.
Yep. So I have a discount code open and ready to go. It's ATB 2021 is the code. All Things BMX, 10% off for anybody that orders using that code.
God damn it!
That's awesome.
I cannot wait to take that picture of you down there in Florida, Chris, and I'm going to get that one on a dog tag. That 10% off, man! I cannot wait. Oh man,
that's very flattering. Thank you, Roxanne. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Roxanne,
sure.
thank you so much.
I'm worried about the picture.
Yes.
Which one that's going to be?
And I know that you can do. You're really you're really fair anyway. With doing doing screenshots and people taking the photos. But you offer the photo in a real legit form for a very, very reasonable price. And what was that again?
Yeah, so I have a couple different options. I have downloadable options. So a 99-cent download that you could print like a small photo of yourself, send it to wherever you normally would print, or $9.99 for the full-size download. So you could put that on something larger like a canvas, nice clear 8x10, or even larger, depending on if it was cropped or not. And then you can also order right from my website printed photos that'll be shipped to your house. So it seems like most commonly people are just getting the download. And I think it's nice because the 99 cent allows you to choose, you know, I got 20 photos of your family. You can just get as many as you want that, you know, you find to be good photos. Or if there's one good, you know, like outstanding photo that you'd like to hang on your wall, then you can choose the $9.99. And I can also use those in my store for something. So if you find a photo and you're like, hey, I want this made into a t-shirt, a dog tag, anything, you can send me an email and, you know, we can just set that up in the store and go ahead and buy it. I'll have it ready for you.
So Mike Soto, stop hijacking pictures and making posters and just get them from Roxanne. And they will be of the highest quality that you can have. Because that way, when you blow up the pictures and you hang them up at your house, Mike, they won't pixelate out. Now, one of the very unique things that you do, Chris is going to tell everybody about that kind of comes along with when they make a purchase from you.
Yeah. So when you guys purchase from BMX Rocks, ROX, a donation is made to the USA BMX Foundation. So that is a pretty cool thing. So you're giving back to our BMX community.
Yep. I definitely wanted to make sure I do that. I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm basically just trying to pay for my camera equipment.
Right.
But I'm happy to give back. I also give back to a couple of nature organizations in the store also. So I think it's important, to keep supporting those who are supporting us. So
definitely.
That's awesome. Roxanne, we want to say thank you. We really appreciate it. And you guys are going to hear a lot more from Roxanne and her photography here shortly. I appreciate you taking time out this evening and joining us, letting us know where we can get the pictures and dog tags and hoodies and bags and everything. And we look forward to that. And all of our friends that are listening right now, make sure you head over there. You can upload a picture of Chris or myself or Damon or Melissa or even Paul and have it put on something.
Right. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Roxanne, we really appreciate it. You have a great evening.
Thank you,
You
Roxanne.
too. Thank you.
All right. Well, we really appreciate.
That's awesome.
And she does a really, really, really great job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just find her on Facebook. Just look up BMX Rocks.
Melissa, what were you going to say?
I was going to change the subject really.
You change
quick,
it.
But
Go ahead.
It just struck me as funny in the chat. The Impaler.
Impaler.
That's the name.
Right. Manglered, question mark. And he said, watch out for me. So I'm not sure who the Impaler is.
Somebody coming in under a covert name, calling out the Mangler.
Apparently.
Interesting. Okay.
That happens all the time. I'm used to it.
He's not
Used to
worried. There's no beads of sweat on there at all.
That comes with the territory.
Yeah.
That's right.
Very nice.
Any track, anywhere.
That's right.
Sure.
Justin, I have a special request from the Cardozas. Would you prefer I did that at the very end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but we got to talk to our friends over at Heavy Pedals.
Heavy Pedals.
Says I'm a new girl rider who wants everything they get. So there you go.
Wait, this has got to be somebody that they know. It's got to be. All right, we're going to come right back after we listen to our friends over at Heavy Pedals.
Heavy Pedals with a Z.com. Head over now and get issue 5 with our cover boy, Kyle Barnhart. Heavy Pedals is now looking for contributing photographers and writers. Please email Chuck at heavypedals.com. And while you're at it, check out our website at Heavy Pedals for the latest Heavy Pedals apparel and goods. Do you need screen printing? Be sure to check out Heavy Printing Company for all your screen printing needs. Find them on Facebook at Heavy Printing Company.
Wait, there you go.
Are we back? All right. So thank you to Heavy Pedals for their support of the show. I guess issue 6 is coming out pretty quick here.
Yep.
It'll be out. So again, if you want to check them out, go to heavypedals.com.
Dustin, weren't you in it? You were in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in the last issue. It was really it's a really good, actually, a good magazine to read.
It is.
Yeah. No, Chuck does a great job.
Little unknown fact, if you don't know this, Dustin, everybody else does. Chuck and I, well, I was playing hooky from work, and we used to make these trips down to Rays together when I was ready to quit my last job. And we actually came up with the idea for this and his idea at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we all kind of started at the same.
It was both after we had concussions.
Well,
So, hey, we ought to, turn it over to you guys. George, please feel free to go first, and then we're going to roll into Melissa's trivia. Like, anybody you want to thank, your sponsors, mom, wives, anybody. I didn't mean to pluralize wife. Good Lord, I meant sponsors,
sure?
wife, friends, family. Let me say it. There we go.
First of all, I'd like to thank the All Things BMX show for giving us this opportunity to really talk about our program and letting me, kind of share my story a little bit. I have to thank, my mom, Bona Marie, obviously, for being that driving force. My wife, Danielle, for really supporting me in this crazy venture. And then, obviously, my grandparents who are no longer here, but they were a huge part of my success. My son, Will, who's on our team, all of our sponsors, again, the guys at Mongoose, Round 2, Promax, Kegel's Bicycle Store, Blot Out Graphics, Arma, Liat, ODI, Spy Sunglasses. The list goes on, and I'm very appreciative for every single parent on our team, all of our riders. I am blessed to have such a great group, and look for us at the races. Contact me if you contact us on our Facebook page if you need some training programs or would like to get out to one of our training sessions at Rockford BMX. And again, thank you guys, and I appreciate the time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And you're welcome to hang out. By the way, George, I know you might be crunched for time. We always hang out after the show's done for a little while, and we listen to Cardozo yell at us all the time. Just if you don't know this, he was in ET. He'll let you know. But you're more than welcome to hang out. If not, we understand if you got a job. Dustin, over to you, man. Like, who'd you like to thank, shout out to? First of all, I want to say those are some bitchin' pants next to you right now.
Yeah, man. Them are mine from way back when, too.
He still wears them. Don't let him fool you.
I got like last week. They don't fit. I can give one leg. I can give one leg.
That's all those hot dogs at the races. That's why.
I was just going to say, George's plan isn't working.
Yeah, I mean, mine goes pretty much the same as George, the same exact people, I got to thank you guys, my wife, my mom, my dad, everybody that, has thanked me and watched me throughout, my whole pretty much career, I've got a lot of people that follow me, and I appreciate every one of them, I wouldn't be that promoter to all the products without them, so I thank everybody, I thank all of them guys. I thank George and Bona. They do a lot for me. They do a whole lot. And yeah, it's all pretty much the same as George, it's just same people. Promax, Mongoose, all them guys, Round 2, Gate 9 over there at Billy. They do my plates for me and all that stuff. So
nice.
I thank everybody, I appreciate it.
And how are them rims treating you?
T-Bone.
Oh boy, we forgot to mention T-Bone. Good God.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no. My rims are amazing. I already told Brian that, but for those of you that don't know, you have to get a set of T-bone rims. It'll make a huge difference in your performance. That's for sure.
Yes. The first time I rode them was down in South Carolina, and I was sending it. I was boosting.
Yeah.
Big stuff, and it didn't bother me at all. So.
Yeah, I put them on my bike, and instantly I had panties thrown at me.
Yeah, I definitely like them for sure.
That's impressive.
It was. I just wish it wasn't by the senior home.
Man, don't quit your day job.
I won't. George, can you
try to tell him that?
Can
but
you?
He doesn't listen
George,
to me.
is there a way you can just come on and just be like the third host from time to time, George?
Sure. No. Whenever you guys need me, don't hesitate to ask.
We have an amazing salary package of nothing.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I work for peanuts already, so I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we can
fuck,
get you.
how's he making more money than I am?
I don't know. At least he's getting peanuts. I mean, that's something. At least you got something to eat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, there's so many jokes I could make, but we got to go to trivia.
I say we can get you a discount code over at BMX Rocks.
I get some photos of Dustin.
There you go. Perfect. All right, you guys stick around. Don't go anywhere. It is time for trivia.
So here's the
there's the thing. There was one time I cut it off early.
I never said anything.
Oh, this is Melissa's trivia question, sponsored by Ray's Mountain Bike Park.
You stealing Melissa's shit?
No, I'm just.
All right.
He's
helping.
In there. He's helping. All right, I got my usual sticker pack there for everybody, and this week I got a pair of AIM grips here.
Yeah. AIM grips.
One of our show sponsors. And since the new one is coming out soon, I got an episode 5 to go to the lucky winner. And I got to pay homage to my trivia sponsor with a Ray's Indoor Bike Park t-shirt here. And a really, I don't know if you can see that, really cool kind of burgundy color. It looks a little bit red to me, but it's really burgundy. So, all right. Anyways, so trivia for this evening. Kind of a play off of the mobile unit saga.
Hey, can we also toss in on the trivia something?
Yeah.
If the winner would like, Chris will autograph the shirt.
Nobody wants that.
You couldn't really write on this one very well.
Oh, okay. I like how you handled that.
Well, if somebody wants the value of their shirt to go down,
Stop
it right now.
Okay, so I want to know, and this was mentioned in the earlier testing conversation of the new mobile unit. For anybody that hasn't seen it, go check out. Have you put that on our?
It's on all of them.
Okay, go check out the mobile rig. We're going to be stepping our game up at some of these nationals and ongoing local races and stuff. But I want to know who the youngest member of the ATB show down there. Laura, you wave.
Get off TikTok.
I would like to know. So the trivia question is, what is her show nickname?
Title.
Her title. Okay, my apologies. She didn't hear that. So
we're good. There's a lot of nicknames.
Nickname would be Princess.
Yeah. But her title for the show.
Yeah. She is the official something.
The official.
That's right.
And we mentioned it earlier. And while we're doing that,
I got a question about the new mobile rig.
Sure. Son of a bitch. All right.
Damon, what's your question? We want to know.
First of all, I love the hookup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love the case that it came in. But it was something that was in that case that's no longer in there.
I will tell you as soon as we go talk to our friends in the Newsmaker segment. Then this week's Newsmaker segment is brought to you by Faith Evidence and Things Unseen.
Hey guys, what's up? We're over at Faith Race USA, and we just want to welcome you guys on over. Faith is a little bit of a different brand, and you've probably seen us from national to national, and we'd love you all to come check out our stuff. We've got really cool premium racewear, so kind of a step above, and we hope to see you guys soon. Check us out at www.faithusa.com. All the best.
Hello, I'm Haley the Hair Canida, coming to you from the Faith Race Studio in Riverview, Florida, with a special guest, Turtle, my little brother. Florida State races 11 and 12 flew in and out of the Wizard of Cape Coral BMX last weekend. The weather on Saturday night was insane. The wind and rain blew like crazy, and a mini tornado, destroying several team tents. A huge thank you to Nick and Jill Jones, Bill Caldwell, Cindy and Jason Mitchell, and several others who literally stood in the rain and wind holding tents down. We hope Toto's okay. Cape Coral BMX and all the BMX volunteers delivered an awesome track, and the Sunshine State BMX did an amazing job running the race. We really had to squeeze it in on Sunday to get the gates dropping before the weather turned bad. So John the gatekeeper was doing that super fast. On to the Yellow Brick Road. Calling all Striders! JNR's Barry Morrison was styling when he took first in the 4-year-old Striders. Alec Mazzola first, followed by Larson Portson and Danny Morrison in the 3-year-olds. In the pros, Anderson Souza on the Speed Co flow, and he was not slow, taking first both days. Female pro Amanda Carr had the Charlotte Bombshell ride out front all weekend. Gianna Clark from Factory Rockstar Full Tilt on the radio did not lose a lap all weekend in the 9-10 Mixed Open or 10 Expert Girls. Avery Jones out of the JNR camp is another one who did not lose a lap all weekend in the 11-12 Girl Cruiser or 12 Girl Expert. Troy Green from the Florida S Squared Rock Turtles World and took first both days in 7 Expert. Turtle from the Faith Race Camp did awesome in 7 and Under Cruiser, winning both days. Love you, Turtle Butt. A notable finish, S.J. Lehue took first in 10 Expert Boys on Saturday, followed by Benson the Hulk taking first on Sunday. That is going to be a battle to watch. Brady Beetlejuice Jones did not lose a lap all weekend in the 14 Experts. An awesome job too, Lucas Ruiz, Fly Guy Kai LeBlanc, Rocco the Beast Pesatoro, Big Wayne Hardman, Sarah Strayer, and Sherry Erdwin. Sure was some exciting racing. It was fun to see all the Charlotte Bomb Moms having so much fun. Amanda Carr really has that program booming. Next state race is at Charlotte BMX, guaranteed to be a packed house. That's a wrap, Paul. Riders ready? Watch the gate.
That, I'm telling you, awesome job, man. They do, yeah,
that's cool.
We better tighten our shit up here, Paul.
Yeah, or
Chris, because we're gonna lose our job.
Yeah.
We will.
Well, when we step away, we'll let them take it over from us.
They can take it next week. Melissa, did we end up with a winner?
I did. I was just asking him if he was going to want his prize pack.
No,
Nope.
No, he doesn't get it?
I'm going to put a prize package together for him. But it ain't going to be anything that you just showed. It'll it'll be a lock of Dustin's hair, and it'll be a workout program from George that he has to follow.
Oh, he says he wants those grips.
Oh, the grips.
Okay, we got it.
All right, so needless to say, Billy, our very own from Gate 9 number plates, had the correct answer. Her official title is the All Things BMX Fashionista.
That's right.
Fashionista.
Which none of us listen to.
Oh, but Billy wants the autograph.
Oh, God. Yes! No.
Yeah. Wants that autograph.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate everybody playing
We
around.
do.
And
Thank
actually, Josh had a good guess with he said correspondent, which I would have. I was getting there.
Yeah,
I was getting there.
Close. It's close. All right. It's time for the birthdays, which is brought to you by our friends at On Two Wheels. And the last time that Chris and I sat down to make this list, we were hammered drunk in Durand, and well,
we were.
He thought we were hanging out with an alligator, and it just ended up being my old neighbor. Google Durand, Michigan. You'll find out why.
You'll see all kinds of lovelies there.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Oh shoot, I gotta turn that one off. Do your thing, Chris.
All right, so we've got a whole long list of people here, and I'm going to butcher their names up really well once we start doing this. So happy birthday this week to Dante Jackson, Nicholas Weigel, Tom Fairchild, Michael Rincon, Campbell Milliken.
You better know him.
I know him. He's a crazy Canadian, Mr. Campbell Milliken. Then we have Brad C. Ladd. Or Brian, I'm sorry, Brian C.
I
Ladd.
put him on there twice. My bad.
Yeah, I see. I didn't know.
Well, shit
All right.
happens.
What happens at 3:00 in the morning?
Yeah, 3:30. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Crit Plate. I don't know if that's the company or the fellow that owns it.
No, it's the company.
Okay.
It showed up as his birthday.
Okay. Well, happy birthday.
He just lists them.
I just copy.
He just works here, people.
I copy and paste them. If you are my friend on Facebook, that's how it's on here. Unless you email us.
All Things BMX Show at gmail.com. All right, Wayne.
You're on your own.
Beadsworth.
Todd Wiley.
Shout out.
Matt Blankstrom. All right, Bones Lottie.
That might be Lloyd. I think that's Lloyd.
What the hell? Okay.
I feel like he owns a chateau in England.
A chateau.
I do. With that last name, Cornelius. Like
Corneliuson.
He's been knighted. I'm going to say that. And if he hasn't, he is now.
Oh, here's another.
Philip.
Tierson.
Man, how do you?
Because I speak to different humans all day long.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't.
I meet 10 new people every day.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You know who the last guy is there? Dick Berger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I do. So
it's his birthday.
Dick Berger.
And a very special shout out to the Mud Flap.
He is 13 this week.
Mason. Now here's
Teenager.
This poor
Teenager.
kid. This poor kid. He got to ride all the way down to South Carolina with Damon, Paul, myself, and his soon-to-be. Are they married, Melissa?
They are not married.
They're not. Well, soon-to-be stepdad, who is the young man on the in the Gate 9 jersey. Now, here's the best part of this picture.
Who rides for All Things BMX?
He does ride, but like none of us ever remember to wear our jersey. Like if tomorrow I woke up and I had like a factory Mangler jersey, I'd be at a race and put it on. It don't matter. So
we need to work on that.
I don't think so. Poor little Mason eats shit down there in South Carolina. First thing.
I can just hear Mike.
First thing Mike says, you didn't have to crash to try to look down her shirt.
Jeez, that's not good.
Oh, those two are some of the funnest people to be around, man. He's an awesome kid.
Billy says awesome kid considering who raises him.
Yeah. And the best part is a year ago when I first met him, when the two of them come out to a local track we were working on, that kid barely spoke a word, and now he can talk.
He gives it right back.
He can give it right back.
He can hold his own, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Mags taught him well.
He has. And I have to say, to wrap up our show this evening, I want to Melissa, go ahead.
I need to interject.
Please interject.
Before you wrap it up. I just a special request from Jane and
Robert,
thank you. Spaced my name. I'm so worried about not saying this gentleman's name correctly. They lost a BMX friend and a BMX legend yesterday.
We all did.
Sorry. Tosh Marvioff. I'm so sorry that I'm probably not saying that correctly, but her note to me was he was a beast on a BMX bike, an amazing father, and a friend to many since the 1980s. He was Andy Patterson's stepbrother, and only a few years younger than her. So they're pretty tore up about this. So just wanted to send some BMX love their way and condolences to Tasha's family and friends and all of the BMX world. That's very sad.
Hate to pile on bad news, but it wouldn't be proper if we did not give this young man a shout out. Mike Chapman, man, rest in heaven. We're gonna miss you. One of the Michigan Cats, man, we're gonna miss you guys, but we're not leaving on a bad note because that guy is gonna be riding along with Jane's friend. They're gonna be riding those rhythm packs that never end and never worry about gears, because you don't need them, right? You don't need them there. So we thank Jane. Thanks for sending that over. We appreciate it. Todd, appreciate you sending that over, man. It wouldn't be right without a salute to him. And with that said, we're not going to end on, as Jane would say, we're not going
a pity potty.
A pity potty. We're going to end with a piss up. So if you guys are still hanging out with us, get your drinks, raise them up high, salute. And I want to tell you guys, do not miss out on our next show because it's always a good time, just like this evening. And if you guys get a chance, make sure you give us that 5-star review. Make sure you click and like us, subscribe, ring the bell, and you know what? Just make sure you show up here at Wednesdays right around 8 o'clock, and we're probably going to be on. We're on 999,000 social media sites. Hell, half of them I don't even know. I don't.
There's a ton of them.
And don't forget, you know what we almost skipped was our good friend down in Florida, the guy that makes the greatest tents that do not get torn apart in tornadoes, hurricanes. You guys don't miss the MTBSX that's coming up this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, man. Over there at Punta Gorda. Shit's going to be off the hook, you guys.
Got to check that out.
Make sure you guys are over there, but don't miss all of our future shows. Do not miss Dustin's shows. Now, you guys pre-record yours, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so you guys pre-record them, then you drop them, which I think is awesome because you wouldn't have, weird shit happen like here. You guys got a tight program over there.
Yeah, we have all these technical difficulties we get going on over here.
Technical difficulty in the last episode, but it's not bad.
No, it's good times.
Yeah.
And we want to say last but definitely not least, thank you, George, Dustin, Chris. Take us out.
All right. Yeah. George, Dustin, thanks for jumping on with us tonight. Everybody else in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Mm-hmm. We really appreciate that. Don't forget, go check out Roxanne over at BMXRox.com. Find her on Facebook. Don't forget your discount code, 10% off, ATB2021. Get 10% off of there. And again, everyone, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week when we talk with Mr. Howard Cato. God bless. Have a great night, everybody.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.